Hello my dear students, welcome to Biology at Priyajit to uncover the coolest and the hottest survival hacks in the animal kingdom. In this video, we dive into the fascinating science, fascinating biology of thermoregulation and how the animals master the art of staying just right. Thermoregulation is basically in animals is a spectacular examples of evolution and adaptation. It refers to how different creatures control their body temperature in relation to their environment. Our discussion today will cover the physiological classification based on thermal biology. So let's begin. How do Arctic marine mammals stay warm? The image explains here how Arctic marine mammals stay warm in frigid waters. Key adaptations include the thick blubber up to 50 cm for insulation and buoyancy, large body size to reduce heat loss, small flippers to conserve heat, absence of a dorsal fin and countercurrent heat exchange to keep the blood warm. These features help maintain body temperature efficiently in cold environment. Physiological classification based on thermal biology. Thermoregulation in animals, how they beat the heat and chill. There are two main groups based on thermoregulation. Animals are categorized based on how they regulate their body temperature. First one is the endotherms or warm-blooded animals. They can generate most of their heat internally. They maintain a constant internal temperature regardless of external conditions. They increase metabolic heat production in cold environments. They have a metabolic rate nearly 5 times higher than ectotherms. They are well insulated like fur, feathers and fat. Ectotherms are cold-blooded. They depend almost entirely on environmental heat. Internal temperature fluctuates with surroundings. Poorly insulated, high thermal conductance, absorb or lost heat rapidly to and from the environment. This is the image showing the examples of endotherms, which include mandarin duck, sea otter, etc. and examples of ectotherms like desert iguana, clownfish, etc. Physiological classification based on thermal biology, classification based on temperature stability. Homeotherms, they can maintain body temperature within narrow limits. They can regulate temperature by controlling heat production and loss. They are also called homeotherms or warm-blooded animals. Poikilotherms, their body temperature fluctuates with ambient temperature. They show little or no internal regulation and they often ectothermic. This is the examples of homeotherms, which include southern mealy parrot, American buffalo. Examples of poikilotherms include marine iguana and uh, great green bass cricket. Heterothermy, this is very important. It's a flexible strategy. Some animals can switch between being homeothermic and poikilothermic depending on time or body region. Types of heterotherms: temporal heterotherms, their body temperature varies over time. Example, echidna, which shows temperature fluctuation. Regional heterotherms, which maintain different temperatures in different body parts. The core stays walk through muscle generated heat, but limbs match ambient temperature. Examples, tuna, mako shark, etc. This is the eco-geographical rules, nature's blueprint for animal adaptation. So first one is the Allen's rule, which indicates the cooler have shorter limbs, formulated by Joel Asaph Allen in 1877. Rule is that animals in cold climates tend to have shorter limbs, ears, tails and other body appendages. Why? Short limb is equal to less surface area, less heat loss. So in contrast, animals in hot climates have longer limbs to increase heat dissipation. Examples: Arctic fox have short ears and legs, desert fox have long ears to release heat. Second one is the Bergman's rule, that indicates that bigger is better in the cold. Proposed by Carl Bergman, rule body size increases in animals living in cold climates and decreases in warm climates. Why? Larger animals, lower surface area to volume ratio, retain heat better. Smaller animals in hot climate lose heat quickly. Examples include polar bears versus sun bears, moose in Alaska versus deer in tropical forest. Cope's rule, that is size up over time, they named after Edward Drinker Cope but not directly stated by him. The rule indicates evolution tends to favor increased body size over time within a lineage. Why? Because bigger size can mean a greater strength, better predation or defense and energy shortage, also known as Cope's Deperette rule. Charles Deperette supported it too. Examples include evolution of horses from small eohippus to large modern horses. Dinosaurs also showed trends of gigantism in small lineages. Glogger's rule, that is darker in the damp, stated by Constantine Glogger, rule within a species of endotherms. Darker pigmented forms are found in humid tropical regions. Why? Melanin helps protect against microbes, UV radiation, and may help with thermoregulation. Darker skin, fur, feathers, which have advantage in moist environments. Examples: birds and mammals in tropical rainforest often have darker coloration compared with African versus Arctic foxes. So this is the memory tip for my dear students, because all big cats grow cool. Here A indicates the Allen's rule, appendage length, A for appendage, B for Bergman's rule, that is indicates body size, C for Cope's rule, C for chronological size increases, G for Glogger's rule, G for greater pigmentation in humid area. This is the short memory tips for my dear students. Thermal biology of endotherms, how warm-blooded animals master temperature. First one is a smart behavior, and they act as a natural thermostat. Animals often act like temperature ninjas. Elephants spray water on themselves to cool off their body. Lizards sunbath on rocks to warm up. Penguin chicks huddle together to trap body heat like living hot water bottles. Deer hide in the shade when the sun gets too intense, just like you wear a jacket in winter or jump into swimming pool in the summer. They make the right moves. Thermogenesis, heat from within. When it gets chilly, endotherms just shiver. They fire up their internal heat factories. So first one is shivering thermogenesis. Ever had your teeth chatter in the cold? That's shivering. Your muscles rapidly contract to generate heat like a mini workout. Non-shivering thermogenesis, some animals don't even need to move make heat. They use brown fat, a special type of fat packed with mitochondria, the powerhouse of cells. Baby animals and hibernators are pros at this. Their brown fat release heat directly, skipping the step of making energy in form of ATP. Think of it as biological heater. Heat on the move, that is controlling heat loss and gain. Now how do animals manage heat flow to stay cozy or cool? Circulatory ticks, body flow control, vasoconstriction, blood vessels shrink, less blood to skin, heat stays in winter jacket mode, and vasodilation, that is vessels widen, more blood to skin, more heat escapes, that is summer fan mode. Jackrabbits, here the image, use their giant ears like radiators to lose heat fast in the desert. Countercurrent heat exchange, nature's clever plumbing in birds like flamingos or penguins. Warm blood going down the legs, warm up the cold blood coming up, so no energy is wasted and the body stays warm. It's like hugging a hot water pipe with a cold one. Insulation station, fur, feathers and fat. Animal wear natural winter wear. Fur traps warm air next to the body. Feathers flap up to keep heat in. Blubber in or fat in whales is like a puffy coat, sometimes up to 50 centimeter thick. Even goosebump in humans are a leftover survival trick from our hairier ancestors. Evaporative cooling, when things get too hot, animals cool down the same way of your skin does when you sweat after a run. Sweating, only mammals sweat. The water takes away heat as it evaporates, but sweat also removes salts, which is why we drink electrolyte drinks. Panting, dogs pant, birds use throat fluttering. This increases evaporation inside the mouth to cool down. Fun fact, in dogs, panting plus a countercurrent system near the brain keeps it from overheating, like a built-in AC system for the brain. And that's the amazing biology of thermogenesis, where biology meets survival strategy. From shivering polar bears and sweating humans to flapping feathers and countercurrent heat tricks, every creature has a superpower to stay just right. So the next time you see a lizard sunbathing or a dog panting, you will know they're not just chilling, they're thermoregulating. If you found this video cool or warm, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more wild wonders of the animal world. Stay curious and stay temperature smart. Thank you.